Ben Fishman, Paul Brown here with the Palm Beach podcast.
Yes, sir.
All right, recording live today from the Oversea
It's an
Apartments in
honor
West
to be a
Palm.
guest, dude.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
having me,
coming.
man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've been trying to get a guest on here for a long time now. Haven't recorded in a few
I
months.
think, Palm Beach just has a bad rap with guests. Usually they're getting kidnapped or brought to islands.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, man. Like, I moved here 10 years ago, and actually 12 years ago, and all the stuff that's happened since I've moved here is incredible. I mean, like, Epstein Island, and then, Trump, and then they just did the raid on Mar-a-Lago, and then you got everything. You got Tekashi 6ix9ine, you got the Cash Me Outside, both from Boynton Beach.
And it's crazy. Like, I grew up in Royal Palm, which is, like, west of here, like, maybe 20 minutes or 20 miles. But when I watched the Epstein documentary, they were like, girls from Royal Palm Beach High School. I'm like, that's where I went to high school. I was like,
that's
2 years
up.
before me or whatever. I was like, man, if I was a little bit older and a chick, I could get a nice little lawsuit.
Yeah, dude. What was Palm Beach like when you were younger? Like, you lived here, right? You grew up here?
Yeah, so I moved down here from New York and floated down here when I was 3. So I've been here like almost over 20 years now.
Wow.
And dude, it's crazy. Like, I remember like we would go to the beach and there's like no one out there. Like, we wouldn't like hang around like, I guess like City Place downtown when it kind of came up. But dude, going to the beach, there's nobody there. It was like maybe you and like 5 other families. And like now it's just like packed.
Yeah, my favorite beach, which is Root Trail Beach, it's in Palm Beach. Like, if you took, basically if you went down from where the Publix is, you took Sunrise, you went down to the end and made a left. There used to be a little public entrance there, and it's still public, but the beach used to be just a big beach. Not a lot of people went there because they thought it was a private beach.
Is that north of the beach club or is that south?
Yeah, like when you go down, all right. So if you go over to Palm Beach, and then you make a left, right, and then you'd go. And there's Sunset, and then there's Sunrise, and that's where like the Palm Beach Hotel is, and Publix, and then you take that street all the way down until it ends, which there's a dead end there, and then you turn left, and then the beaches are like on your right, and there's like 5 or 6 blocks of like beach.
Oh wow!
But everyone thinks those are private beaches, and they've always been public beach. But the problem is, like when COVID hit, all that the people that actually own those homes, they realized that their rights went to where the water ended, to like where the tide
So they
comes
did
up.
own the beach.
Yeah, so they own the beach. So now they kicked like everyone off the beach. There's cameras out there. They got fucking they've got seaweed where like they put all the seaweed where like everyone would lay and stuff. They spread all the seaweed there and everything.
Of
And
course,
then they have
when COVID, they have nothing
Dude,
else to do.
they have
so
fucking parking cones
rules.
out there. It's so ugly. It's Palm Beach. They got cones out there dividing everyone's beach.
What's crazy is that story about how Palm Beach actually came about, like how it wasn't all wealthy before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was Native Americans and shit here. It was all,
And even before that, or even before that. Or after that, the servants and how.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. This is kind of a you're talking about the Great Fire. Well, yeah. So
allegedly.
So Sunrise, which is actually where I used to live. Behind that is Park, and then behind that is Oleander, and then Seminole. And like Park were like little summer homes like people had, and then Oleander and Seminole were where all the help lived back in the day. That's like the servants. They wouldn't have those people like in the house. You know what I mean? They weren't gonna have the butlers and maids in the house. They were just there to work. But they would put them off campus per se. You know what I mean? Off somewhere else to have them close by. So they put them in these shacks on those streets, and then like Henry Flagler was like, man, we're making you got too many people coming in, and the town's too nice to have this. So they used to call that, I think, the Sticks. And
you're right,
the Sticks. Yeah, they called it the Sticks. So they invited everyone from the Sticks to West Palm Beach for a huge party. And they were like, yeah, we're gonna throw you guys an awesome party. You guys are the best, servants or you're the best butlers and maids we've ever had. And they sent them over to West Palm, and then they burned all their houses down while they were partying their asses off. Isn't that crazy? So here you are feasting, you're probably rides and shit like that, and then next thing you're looking across the water.
And
what's that?
The whole
fire,
island's
right?
engulfed in
Yeah.
flames. And it's probably so like ironic how like the fire only hit like the sticks and not like the main
yeah,
shit.
right. Well, the sticks are gone, folks. So like we got a nice
Such
West
a controlled
Palm here.
fire.
Yeah, right. And that area today, Pleasant City, is where they like established them. And like Pleasant City is like that little area by like the railroad tracks. Like if you go, like keep going past City Place or through City Place,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's Pleasant City.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Pleasant City isn't so pleasant because like there's cheerful street, there's beautiful Ave.
Yeah.
It's like it's not. Maybe back then it was, but it's not so nice these days.
Well, now it's like, because that's kind of by where like the O'Shea's is, right? And
No, we're talking like deeper in.
Oh, deeper in?
You're going
Oh,
deep.
okay.
Yeah, you're going deep in. You don't want to go that far. You don't want to go any further than that. You go east. No, wait. Yeah, you guess you'd be going north. Yeah, you don't.
no,
yeah.
it's west, I guess. Or,
Yeah,
north.
northwest. You go. They call it the progressive northwest on the map. I don't know about that. I think it's progressively going south. But yeah,
dude.
man.
But now just with everybody coming down here, I mean, they're pushing everybody out.
Oh,
And
yeah.
dude. Coming in here today, it's like there's 2 more high rises. I was like, I didn't even know there. I was here like 2 days ago. I didn't see those.
And you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna like in the next, because we're gonna have a downturn. It's gonna happen. Maybe not in 2008, but someone's gonna come in. They're gonna buy a lot of this shit cheap, and they're gonna tear it all out.
It's just
like,
gonna sit there.
yeah, but like look at that building Jeff Green's been like sitting on and stuff like that. I feel like he knows something's gonna happen.
Which building is that?
Those 2 towers that are just sitting there that are like half done. That like have like the glass. They're like just starting to put the glass on them.
Yeah.
He's been sitting on those for like 2 years.
No.
I feel like he's anticipating something. He's like, maybe I need to like slow down on this one because, because those. I mean, the billionaires know, man. They're the first to know.
They're playing the game, yeah.
Yeah, and the market's
That's
starting
true,
to slow
'cause,
down.
like all the buildings are going up, but they're
Mhm.
not being finished.
Yep.
You don't see like outside of that one like on the waterfront on Flagler. What's that? Kind of looks like Tony Stark's building, the Avengers building.
Oh, the Forte, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one looks nice too. It's
Yeah,
like
dude.
19 floors.
Yeah.
Dude, they just approved a 300-foot skyscraper.
Damn.
That's huge.
Dude, we're turning
That's
New
too
York.
big. Yeah, I know. This is
It's
gonna be a little
crazy.
New York. Well, it's crazy. It's like,
It already it always has been Little New York.
yeah. So he's like, Paul and I are in a comedy. We actually met in a comedy class, and it's crazy because we didn't know that comedy was going to become such a thing here because we just took the class to have fun and learn things. But now it's like we're like kind of in it now. But like not only that, it's just so many people are coming here from New York that the comedy scene in Florida is a real thing now. It's not just
Like even like on some of these open mics or random nights they have with like smaller comedians at the Palm Beach Improv. You look in the crowd and there's like friends that support the comics and whatnot, but it looks like there's a lot of people that are just there like just strolling on in and they're like, I got nothing to do,
Right.
let's go to the improv. Like
City
a lot of like
place.
suits, like a lot of like finance bros and and their dates.
And it's cheap and but it's like it's
2 drink minimum, that's important.
Yeah, right. 2 drink minimum. That was like that one show. I'm like, I invited my friends to do a free show with a 2 drink minimum. You're the one who came up with that, actually. So yeah, we bounce ideas off each other in class. But
it was funny the last one he hosted the New Faces recently, and
oh man,
and
that was embarrassing.
that's a funny story to talk about. But so for some of the comics, it's always like a bunch of new people and like a little mix, but I was hearing the waitresses over some of the comics because I think people were coming in the same sense to support their friends, and I just hear the waiters and waitresses like, no, it's 2 drinks you have to buy. You have to buy 2 drinks.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm not here to. No, you have to buy. Like I've never heard it that enforced before at the improv.
Yeah. And the thing is, they don't have to be alcoholic drinks.
Yeah.
And it's like I bought 2 Sprites. I saw Adam because I stopped drinking a while back. I had a big surgery. We'll talk about that another time. But I saw Adam Carolla the other night. I had 2 Sprites, and it was cool. I mean. Yeah, they were like $6 each, but it was like whatever, Like I'd rather just get help that guy out, throw him a few bucks.
Go on the show for free or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just don't ask for water, or if you do, you have to ask for
water and something.
cup of water. Otherwise, they hit you with the Fiji.
Yeah,
it's like $12
water.
water.
That's like the Breakers, man. I played golf at the Breakers one time. And they're like, "Would you like something to drink?" I was like, "Yeah, how about a Gatorade?" And then they send you a bill. This is Palm Beach, of course, Then they send you a freaking like a little ticket, and I had two Gatorades was $12, and they weren't even the big ones, dude. They were like the sport ones that
The
they
smaller ones?
yeah,
Like the 5-year-olds are getting after soccer games?
pretty much, yeah.
Dude, that'd be a good bit about how, like, you know, $12 Gatorade tasting better than, like, $2.50 water at 7-Eleven.
It goes on the breakers, you know, so it's better. It's just better on the breakers. You said your friend is a pro?
Yeah, so my friend is a pro at the breakers. He teaches golf there.
We gotta get him on the show.
Yeah, I tried to invite him today, but he's going to a little
Yeah.
psychedelic concert, so he's had to get ready for that.
Yeah,
He's like taught what's his name, Michael Bloomberg. He's been golfing with him.
Really?
I guess sometimes these people just like are like, hey, I want to golf with a pro today. I guess they give them tips or pointers. But yeah, he's golfed with Michael Bloomberg. So always like, it's like I got his business card. It's like, yeah, but you're not hitting that up.
Yeah, right. Like, what are you gonna do with it? Like, hey, man. Oh, you want to golf? No. I actually have like
Yo, you
real
watching the
people
game
I'm
tonight,
golfing.
Michael?
Yeah, right. No, I have like my real friends coming over. I have like the heads of the biggest industries coming over.
Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, right. Like this little golf guy. Sorry, like, you want to pick up afterwards? Like, yeah, right. Probably like you want to help. You want to do. But that's sad because that's like how people. That is the one thing is like people that do have a lot of money in this area. They do see you kind of as like a peon sometimes. Like in my business, like I work in I sell mattresses, right? And it's like, now don't get me wrong. Some of those people come in, they spend money, they're very respectful. But some people look at me like oh, I'm just some mattress salesman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, come on, man. Give me a little more respect than that, you know. But I mean, most of the people.
Not to talk down Michael Bloomberg. He did
Yeah,
something very
right.
good. Like,
oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, I was just making
Yeah.
a generalization in Palm Beach. You know what I mean? But like that's the thing in this town, you gotta expect the unexpected. I mean, you're gonna have you're gonna run into people, but you're never gonna see like a camera. You never see a paparazzi around here.
Nah,
you know
that's
what
the
I mean?
thing.
Like,
For like as high prolific as Palm Beach is, I've never once seen the paparazzi.
never, dude.
Which is great. Like the day that does happen, though, it's gonna suck.
I mean,
it's gonna be like causing traffic.
Oh yeah, but like Michael Jordan, he was.
It's very like it's ritzy, but it's very like low key. Like I still get that Florida like I'm coming here to die type of feel, but it's like
that's what they think.
Yeah.
That's what they think. That's the old thought. But no, like my friend's a server at Lagaloo, which is like super fancy restaurant on the island, and he's had Michael Jordan, he's had all these guys, Martha Stewart, all these people, like all these big. He's had the Kardashians. He's had pretty much all the big East Coast names are coming over here. So, he's seeing it all, and not only that, but it's like. These people are staying here. It's not that they're like coming because they've always come to vacation, but now they're staying, which is like summertime. Have you noticed how busy
it's
it
like
is?
Pushing up. Yeah, they're like the Quebecers too. They're like you used to just see this license plate during like the winter and like early fall season or early spring season, but now they're like you said, the summertime. Like traffic is bad all year round now.
Yeah, when I moved here, summer was great because there was no one here. You could play golf. Golf was like 15 cents in the summer. Like there was like no one on the golf course.
They pay you to play.
Yeah, pretty much. They'd be like, hey, pick up some balls too while you're at it. But summer is great. Now I feel like summer is funny here because I work in retail and it's weird because like 4th of July and Memorial Day, it's like you think they've all left, but then they come out of the woodwork and it's just like
dude, you can't go like doesn't matter where like in South Florida, whether you're like West Palm or like Boynton, Delray, there's Jupiter, there's tons of people anywhere on the 4th of July. It's like everybody's vacation up
like
north.
The 4th on Flagler, like where did all those people come from?
Crazy. Like all the holidays on Clematis like are just like St. Patrick's Day. What's that? Next
my
Friday?
God, yeah, that'll be
dude.
nuts.
That's gonna be a shit show.
I have videos of it. Maybe we'll try to post them out here if we can. But literally, Clematis Street in West Palm Beach is like that's the main drag. That's where all the bars are, and they shut it down for St. Patrick's Day. And I mean,
they have like 3 stages.
The second, like the 200 block has like a DJ and a band, and then they have another block of all this other stuff, and then. All the clubs are going. It's just nuts. It's insane. I mean, it's like I got the video somewhere. I'm on Roxy's rooftop and I'm just scanning down, and it's just like a sea of people wearing green. It's amazing.
Yeah, I haven't been out in a while on Clematis, but it used to be like more of like kind of like college type of
Yeah.
like younger people like nightlife. But now I've heard it's a lot like of older. It's like a mix. There's more older
Yeah.
people going out because everybody's coming down here.
It's changing a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't mess around with that shit anymore. Like, man, these
Outside
people
of
are
the
too
improv,
crazy.
that's about it.
Yeah. I mean, I got plenty of stories. When I used to go out on Clematis Street, like, I know that, like, I would basically, the way it would work is I'd go out, have a good time, you know, like, I'd have a little pregame, like, go out and, like, I'd usually, like, find some, like, chick to dance with or whatever, have a good time. And then I would be like, oh, shot? Yeah, shot, cool, shot. And then I would just wake up the next day. And like, by that time,
Dude,
you know?
I had friends waking up in alleys. So like we would go out and they're like, "How the fuck did I get in an alley?"
Yeah.
Like one time, me and my friend went out and we started in actually Palm Beach, and then we didn't even Uber. We just walked over. We started at Kachina, and then we walked back over to Camelot. The drunk walk over the Flagler Bridge.
Oh my god, I've done that walk so many times.
It's not bad. You find a couple girls to walk with you.
Yeah,
right.
Like, piss off the side.
Yeah,
that's a good time.
Dude, so you know how like that has like barricades on it, like little light poles.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I saw some guy like Ninja Warrior and like running across them one time.
Oh my
like,
god,
Yo,
that
Mr.
would
Miyagi.
fuck with me. Oh my god, that would fuck with me. Yeah, some woman tried to jump off this bridge. So actually, there's a really funny instance and there's a sad instance. So like, this one woman tried to jump off the bridge to kill herself. And literally, like, the police boat came out. They're like, "Listen, lady, you're not gonna die. Just, you know,
It's such a small bridge.
Either don't jump, or if you do jump, we're gonna rescue you. So just make a decision, please. You know." So I don't know what happened with that, but did you hear about this woman that died on the bridge?
Yeah, the old lady.
What the fuck, dude? So this woman is crossing the bridge, and the bridge. I've never heard of this. I've lived here for 13 years now, and I mean, you've lived here what 20-something years?
Yeah,
like,
it's not even it's not a New York City bridge. It's kind of like you could look out the window and be like, our coast is clear.
Never heard of this ever happening before.
Yeah,
ever. This was like a movie or something. And so this woman is like going across the bridge, and the guy that lifts the bridge doesn't see her, and then starts lifting the bridge.
Through, like where
and then,
I think
she
fell down in there, I think.
Dude, I looked
onto
in
the
there.
concrete.
Yeah, I looked in there, and there's like enough space for like a person, basically.
Dude, I could see you walking Moose one day, and you just like you just like peek your head, like, oh, okay.
There's like just enough space for a person, which is really sad, man. But like,
yeah, they should have like nets underneath.
Dude, it was crazy. So on Christmas Day, I don't know what channel it was, but it was like one of the law firms had rented like the channel for the day, and all day they talked about that woman dying on the bridge. It was like the most depressing thing I've ever seen on Christmas.
Jesus.
On Christmas Day, and they're like, so the bridge is this, and the bridge tender is charged with murder, and now new regulations. Like, all they got to do is look out the fucking window.
Yeah.
What do we need regulations for? Tell these people to get off their ass and look out the window.
Dude, that's the thing now with people, you know, like, because you're in sales, talking to, like, some salespeople, there's probably a lot that you say, like, what do you call, what's the word, the
schlepping. Yeah, this guy was schlepping around. He's probably on it. Dude, everyone's on their phone. He was probably sitting on his
just
phone.
going for the paycheck.
Yeah,
you gotta
right?
be like, hey, dude, I'm gonna be the bridge.
Right?
If I worked there, dude, I'd be like the troll underneath the bridge. Like, I'd be like, I'm taking this shit serious. I'm the troll.
Dude, this guy got this job, and he was like, easiest job ever, man. You know, and then then someone died. Because he got charged with murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's fucked
you
up.
have to.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
You got one
yeah.
job.
Dude, just one job, dude. Just look over the bridge, make sure no one's there.
That's the thing. It's kind of funny you say talking about the bridge job, because last time I was at the bank, my wife and I were at the bank for our account, and oh my god, this guy talked for ages. It's like, geez, let's just do our business and get it done. But he wanted to tell us every little story.
Oh yeah,
he's
dude.
like, back in the day, I smoked a little bit.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
psychedelics. So I was like, I've been there, done it. I don't care. Like, and then he was talking about how he's been with the bank for 20 years, and he's finally retired from the bank to work as a bridge guy.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Dream job, man. Just don't kill anybody.
Yeah.
Easiest job in the world. Just don't kill anyone.
Just make sure the bridge is clear. Put
Yeah,
the gate
right?
down. Then if
Holy
they fall,
shit.
that's on them, you know. But you can't be putting the bridge up when a lady's
Like,
halfway across it with the
dude,
bike.
on the boat show week, he's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna open this bitch for like an hour," you know.
Yeah.
Like, he's getting, he's getting excited to like actually have to do some work on that week because like the only thing that pisses me off about the bridge lately is like I feel like he sees me coming up the bridge because almost like every time I cross the bridge lately, the bridge goes up. So I'm walking the
He's
dog.
probably judging. He's like, I don't think he's gonna be able to cross every
Yeah,
time.
he's like, man, by the time
This
he
guy's
gets
slow.
up here, I'll be putting it down anyways, you know?
That'd be
Oh,
funny
man.
to be like the bridge guy and like kind of like just like people watch from there and be like, oh yeah, this guy's not gonna make it.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'd be like, all right, just put it up now. Should we? We could. Dude, yeah. Do you ever ride over there? You ride your bike over there?
Nah, so I used to like run the lake trail a lot.
That's a good
My wife
spot.
and I have like biked like it's been a minute though, but I used to run the lake trail a lot 'cause it's such like 6 miles I think all the way down to like the end
Yeah,
in Palm Beach and
good ride.
super scenic. You know, it's
Yeah, right on the water the
but,
whole time.
dude. Like you were saying, like I used to do it like maybe at least once a week, even up to 2 years ago, and now I do it like sparingly. The last time I did it a few weeks back, it was packed.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
it was almost like a secret for a while.
Mhm.
For the longest time. I mean, I know people love exercise in Florida, but
Yeah.
there was no one ever on it, and now it's just like, where the fuck did everybody come from?
Yeah, right?
It's like going to the beach in Palm Beach, you know?
Yeah, for real. Like we were talking about earlier, you know?
It's not the people
It's like-
working out. It's like people just like,
Just people wander.
yeah. And I always loved it too, because like running, you'd always see like, you know, like the fishermen that really knew his spots. Cause there's always
Yeah.
like a couple
Mhm.
fishermen set up over there. It's
Yeah.
very like secluded, but not anymore. It's
Nah, man. And that's the thing, like, Palm Beach has changed because, like, back in the day, Palm Beach, it's always been rich and it's always been fancy, but, like, up until, like, I'd say up until COVID, it was still, like, that
like
little,
Mar-a-Lago,
like,
Trump.
yeah, it was, like, just that little beach town that happened to have some billionaires, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, now it's, like, all eyes on Palm Beach,
The
you know?
entertainment part of it's coming there.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, well, you know... Oh, and that's another thing I'm really excited about is they're opening the Pontiana
the
Theater.
Playhouse, yeah.
Yeah, that shit's gonna be amazing. So that place has been abandoned for 20 years. We gotta put some. We gotta put
dude,
some pictures of
I've
that.
never seen that place.
I
Like,
had so I
I've always
snuck
just
in.
seen it as that's right.
Dude, I have the pictures. We'll post them. I have.
You gotta put those up
Dude,
there.
I have
haven't even seen
pictures
those.
of the inside of this place completely like torn out. But like if you look at it, it looks awesome because they used to have like the stage would back up to the intercoastal. So their plan is to just put a huge glass partition there so that like if they have a live band, you could like pull a boat up.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna have
Oh,
a
dude.
restaurant on the water and shit. So like this building has been
Because Palm Beach doesn't really have a
No.
oceanfront restaurant. Even West Palm, you have to go down to like Lake Worth,
Yeah.
like down there in the intercoastal. You have all those
Yeah.
bar restaurants.
It'll
but
be like-
Palm Beach, West Palm doesn't have that.
it'll be
Dude,
on
that's
the
gonna
water.
be crazy.
Yeah, but you know
That
that
place is
like
popping.
the sad thing was like it sat there for 23 years
Yeah.
in Palm Beach. Like, are you kidding me? They didn't do anything.
Across
It's
from
like,
a busy plaza, like that's where you
it's
go.
the first
for,
thing
like,
you
lunch.
see when you
Yeah.
cross the bridge. You see this big freaking abandoned building. Like that's
Dude,
been like that for a
seeing
long
it,
time.
I always thought it was like where like they would have like all those like, you know, like the closed door like parties.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
like the shit
right.
would go down.
Well-
so that's, looks like one of those places.
So you know that I don't know. So I read a book. Well, I didn't read a book. I read some articles or whatever about it, and like, so the room off to the side was called the celebrity room, and when I snuck in there, there's like a little pass in there. But like, dude, you could tell it's like all glass in there. Like, well, what's left of it? But you could tell that's where like the real parties went down. You know what I mean? Like, I would love, dude. I
You
would
probably
love to
still
go
see
back.
like
and-
streaks of like cocaine on some of that
Oh,
glass.
yeah, because that's the place peaked like in the 70s
Yeah.
and 80s.
Yeah, to be there
So,
back
like,
then, that'd
oh,
be
man,
wild.
you imagine like the people that were like partying there
Yeah.
and shit.
Bumping shoulders with.
Oh, and but the crazy thing was right. So I went in there. It's really not that big, but it's 800. It used to hold 800 people. That now would be insane because of like the fire codes and
Oh,
then
yeah.
with COVID and shit, dude. There's
No.
no way you would pack
Feel like
800
half
people in
that.
that place. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Then again, it's Florida, and I feel like we always push the
yeah,
boundaries.
right,
So.
that's true. Yeah, that is true.
Dude, that's crazy. So Epstein must have been back in there, like back in the day, dude. That's wild.
He's been around for a while.
Damn.
Yeah, because dude, real estate here was like a lot of these people that came here in the 90s and early 2000s. This shit was not expensive until like we had a real estate boom in like 2002.
Yeah.
And that was like kind of like one of them before like then we had another one before '08, but like this was starting to like come up. But before that, up until the year 2000, you could buy a condo where we live for like, probably 50, 60 grand. Those places now are like, big money. But
when you look at some homes in Palm Beach on the island, like there's some smaller, like looks like a regular suburban home, kind of like on some of the side streets.
And dude, those people bought those homes like 30 years ago for nothing, for a regular home price.
Yeah, I'm just living on Palm Beach.
Yeah. But like back then they were like, oh, $500,000, damn, that's a lot of money, and now it's like, I saw a house, 3,500 square feet, which is not huge, but like it's bigger, like 13 million. Like for what? You know what I mean? Like, what is it?
They're selling that island. Like Palm Beach has its own private island, like for 200 million, I think. Or
so yeah, Tarpon Island. Yeah.
Have you been there?
Well, so it's weird, right? So I've been to Everglades. So Everglade Island is a little man-made island off of Palm Beach.
Is that where the Everglades golf course is out west, right?
It's no. It's on the island, but it's like across from Everglade Island. So there's the Everglades golf course, and then there's Everglade Island, and then between Everglade Island and Palm Beach, there's this little fucking island called Tarpon Island, which is the one they just remodeled in this house. Yeah, and they sold it for this guy sold it for $40 million. That guy probably thought he made all the money in the world.
Because this new guy's selling it for like
$218 million.
That's insane.
Yeah, and if they sell it, it'll be the most expensive house ever sold in Florida.
Jesus.
But like what for? Like, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, they just listed Estee Lauder's the heir to Estee Lauder. Like Estee Lauder, like
the
fragrances,
beauty,
all that shit. He just put 2 lots for sale for $200 million, right on the ocean. 2 1-acre lots.